You've been taught to see with your eyes. But what if the most important part of you is invisible? Right now, surrounding your body, vibrating quietly, is your aura, an electromagnetic field that holds your thoughts, emotions, memories, even your future potential. It changes color, shape, and texture depending on your mental and emotional state. It speaks a language science is only beginning to decode. And yet, most people have no idea it exists. But some do. In ancient mystery schools, initiates were trained to read and influence the aura. They believed that whoever controls your aura controls your choices, your energy, and your destiny. So the real question is, who's tuning your frequency? Here's the unsettling part. Your aura is being subtly distorted every day through noise, through screens, through frequencies you don't hear but feel. Everything from emotional programming in media to subconscious language in advertising to chaotic sound environments. These aren't random. They target the part of you that operates below awareness. They scramble your natural coherence. They make you doubt your intuition, second-guess your inner knowing. Because a distorted aura weakens willpower, it blocks clarity, it makes you reactive instead of intentional. And those who understand this use it. Why do certain environments drain you for no reason? Why do some people leave you feeling heavy, others electric? Why do your thoughts spiral in some places but feel clear in others? This isn't just psychology, it's energetic architecture, and understanding it may shift the way you move through the world. Pause and ask yourself, what influences have I let into my field without realizing? Write it in the comments. You might surprise yourself. And if this feels like the kind of truth nobody talks about, maybe that's exactly why it's time we do. Stay with me. Your aura is more than just a glow. It's a memory field. It holds the emotional residue of every experience you've had, conversations, traumas, beliefs you've absorbed from your family, your culture, even the strangers you pass in the street. And here's what few understand. Your aura doesn't just reflect who you are. It broadcasts who you're becoming. This makes it a target. When your aura is stable, you radiate a coherent signature, an energetic yes that aligns you with people, places, and events in resonance with your path. But when it's disrupted, you start attracting situations that aren't meant for you. You feel stuck in patterns that seem invisible, yet repeat again and again. You carry emotions that aren't even yours. Ever walked into a room and felt overwhelmed for no reason? That's your aura picking up on frequencies long before your conscious mind catches up. And it's not just places. Some people are energetic siphons. They don't even mean to be. They just haven't learned to generate their own energy, so they unconsciously pull from others. And if your aura is open, unguarded, or unaware, they'll attach, they'll drain, they'll distort. This is why self-awareness isn't just spiritual fluff. It's energetic self-defense. What boundaries have you set, not physically, but vibrationally? What habits reinforce the shape of your field? Take a moment to reflect, or share something small in the comments that helps you feel clear and grounded. Someone else might really need it. We're just getting started. You may not see it, but your environment is alive with frequencies. Every device you use, your phone, your laptop, even the lighting overhead, emits vibrations that interact with your biofield. These aren't just technological byproducts. In many cases, they are engineered. Low-frequency EMFs, pulsed signals, flickering LED lights. These distort the natural rhythm of your nervous system. And more importantly, They interfere with the coherence of your aura. Why would anyone do that? Because a scattered aura means a scattered mind. It becomes harder to focus, harder to feel, harder to choose from a place of clarity. And when your energy is scrambled, you become more suggestible. Ever notice how your mood shifts after scrolling social media for just 10 minutes? How your posture closes without realizing? How you forget what you were even thinking before you opened the app? These aren't glitches, they are design features. Modern media is saturated with frequency manipulation. Background soundscapes tuned to trigger emotional responses. Visual edits designed to bypass rational filters. Content rhythms that mimic hypnotic induction. Your aura doesn't just respond, it absorbs. And over time, your natural resonance is overwritten. But here's the twist. Awareness restores power. Because once you begin to notice the pattern, your energy starts rejecting what no longer aligns. You begin to choose consciously what you allow into your field, and that choice rewrites everything. Take 10 seconds. What's one habit or space you know subtly drains your energy? Drop it in the comments, no pressure. You might name something someone else couldn't. And if this is lighting something up inside you, hold on to that. There's more coming. There's something else distorting your aura, and it's not always technology. It's people. Every relationship leaves a mark in your field. Every unresolved emotion becomes a pattern in your energy. Have you ever felt heavy after thinking about someone from your past, even if they're no longer in your life? That's not memory. That's energetic residue. The aura stores emotional imprints the way a room holds a scent long after someone's left, especially from moments of intense love, betrayal, fear, or silence. And it doesn't stop there. Judgment, envy, guilt, these aren't just fleeting emotions, they're frequencies. And the more they repeat, the more they warp your energy field from the inside out. Ever met someone whose presence feels cold, even before they speak? You're not imagining it. You're reading their field, and others are reading yours. But here's the secret most never hear. Your aura can carry programs that don't even originate from you. Emotions you picked up from your parents before you even learned language. Fears society injected through media. Beliefs absorbed from people you wanted to please. And unless cleared, these codes run in the background, filtering your experiences, limiting your expression, and bending your reality. Now ask yourself honestly, what parts of my energy don't feel like mine? Pause, listen, and if you feel called, write one in the comments. An emotion, a belief, a wound. You may help someone name what they couldn't before, because healing starts the moment truth is spoken, even quietly. And what comes next is how we reclaim your field. Your aura is programmable. That's not metaphor. It's energetic architecture. Just like software can be rewritten, so can the subtle frequencies of your field. But here's the key. It doesn't start with crystals or incense. It starts with awareness. The first step to reclaiming your aura is understanding what weakens it. Constant self-judgment, overconsumption of information, saying yes when your body says no. These tiny betrayals ripple outward, distorting your signal. But there's more. Something most overlook, your words. Language is vibration. When you speak against yourself, I'm always tired, I can't catch a break, you encode your field with that reality. That's not just psychology, that's physics. But the opposite is also true. Your aura responds to truth, even whispered, to breath slowed intentionally, to stillness without guilt. Want a place to start? Try this. Spend 60 seconds in silence after watching this video. Let your energy reassemble without interference. And if you feel called, comment one word that grounds you, something you say or do that resets your inner space. You never know who needs it, because sometimes the smallest rituals build the strongest shields. And in part 6, we'll uncover the forgotten practices used by ancient mystics to charge and protect the aura, techniques hidden for centuries, now resurfacing. Long before science had words for electromagnetic field, ancient mystics were studying it directly. In temples buried beneath sand and jungle, they practiced disciplines not for religion, but for energy mastery. Because they knew, an unguarded aura invites manipulation. A coherent aura bends reality. So what did they do? They moved their bodies slowly, deliberately. They breathed in rhythmic sequences. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Not for calm, for calibration. Every posture, every chant, every pause was designed to realign the energy field, like tuning an instrument only you can hear. They also used sound, not music for entertainment, tones for transformation, low-frequency drumming to clear the bass, overtones to ignite higher centers, sacred vowels that, when repeated, vibrated specific parts of the energy body. Even their architecture mattered. Domes, pyramids, circular altars, they weren't decorative, they were frequency containers. You may not live in a temple, but your body is one, and the simplest practices can reshape your field today. Try this. Stand barefoot on natural ground. Breathe slow. Whisper something true. Not pretty, true. Feel the field shift. Now ask, when was the last time you felt energetically clear? Comment a moment, a memory, a feeling. Your experience might spark a reconnection in someone else, because clarity is contagious. And what's coming next is crucial. How to protect your aura in a world that's designed to keep it fractured. Stay tuned. Protection doesn't mean hiding. It means radiating with such clarity. Nothing incoherent can enter, but few people know how to shield their aura without closing their heart. The ancient mystics did. Their first rule: attention is permission. Whatever you dwell on, you invite into your field. So if you obsess over fear, gossip, past wounds, your aura will bend around those vibrations, and that distortion becomes your new normal. Instead, they practiced energetic hygiene daily, washing not just the body, but the field. One method was breath sweeping, inhaling through the nose, exhaling in short pulses while mentally combing the energy body from crown to feet. Another was word fasting, 24 hours of zero complaint, judgment, or false flattery. Silence became their shield, and perhaps the most powerful, intention. Before entering any space, they'd quietly declare, "My energy is sovereign. What is not mine returns to source." Simple, unseen, unbreakable. This isn't about paranoia. It's about precision. You're allowed to protect your peace, to choose your vibration, to close open loops you never agreed to. Here's a question. Where do you lose the most energy? Scrolling, talking, thinking, reacting? Name one. Not for shame, for clarity. Drop it in the comments. Someone might recognize themselves in your answer. And as we enter the final part of this journey, you'll learn how to realign your aura to your original frequency, before distortion, before interference, before forgetting who you really are. There is a version of you that existed before the distortion, before you absorbed their fear, before you carried emotions that weren't yours, before the noise, the scroll, the pressure to perform. That version of you still exists, just beneath the static, and your aura remembers. It remembers the rhythm of your natural breath, the stillness that wasn't emptiness, but presence, the clarity that wasn't learned, but remembered. Every time you silence the noise, every time you speak what feels true, every time you step back from chaos and choose coherence, you return to your original signal. And here's the paradox. You don't need to fix your aura. You only need to stop muting it, because your field knows how to self-correct when you stop feeding what fractures it. So the next time you feel scattered, foggy, or not yourself, don't scroll, don't escape, don't chase someone else's rhythm. Instead, pause, breathe, and whisper something only your soul understands. That's when your aura listens. And if this message stirred something within you, even something small, write it down. Not for me, for you. Or if you feel brave, share it in the comments. Someone else might need to feel less alone in their remembering. And if you're still here, that says something. You feel it. Don't ignore it. Your energy is sacred. Protect it. Tune it. Trust it. And if you found value here, you know what to do. Sometimes, even just liking or sharing something like this is how the truth spreads. Stay radiant. Stay aware. Stay you.